against the defending champ Bucks. According to Fox Bet Sportsbook, the Cowboys are the favorites to win the NFC East. We're joined now by Fox Sports NFL analyst Michael Vick. So, Mike, should the Cowboys be favored to win the NFC East, in your opinion?
I mean, they should be favored when you look at the quarterback position, man. Dak Prescott, probably the most accomplished quarterback in the division. Certainly got the resume, certainly, put forth the effort over the last couple years to show us that he is the guy. I think they got the pieces surrounding him that can, take him next level. Obviously, it's going to be up to Dak, and they got to put on a better showing than they did last year. They got the offense, they got the defense of tools, but I would say this, Dan Quinn is going to be the difference maker. I think because of Dan Quinn alone will be the reason that they are favored or should be favored. Defense is going to play faster. I won't get the name and names of the guys on defense, but, they got some guys that's certified and qualified on the defensive side of the ball. But when I look at the rest of the NFC East, you look at the football team right here, they just a quarterback away, defense to match. The New York Football Giants, quarterback away, defense to match. They was in some ball games last year. And then the Philadelphia Eagles, I won't violate my fiduciary responsibility to them to stay loyal. But, the quarterback position is in question. I do feel like Jalen Hurts can step up to the plate, win the job, and start in week one. But what's the rest of the team going to do? So for that reason alone, the Dallas Cowboys, I think, stand alone at the top of the NFC East. One, because Dak is qualified and he's certified. And two, because Dan Quinn's on the defensive side of the ball calling the shot. So the defense is going to play a lot faster. And it's probably the team that I'm most excited to watch this season.
You listening, Shannon?
I heard of Dan Quinn.
One of the teams.
Hold on, Dan Quinn.
Excited to watch.
I know this is not the Dan Quinn. The team had a 28-3 lead over a team in the Super Bowl. That's not that Dan Quinn. That's a different Dan Quinn. I know that's not the Dan Quinn that blew 2 leads last year of at least 17 points and another lead of 10 points. Not that Dan Quinn that had one of the worst defenses statistically over the last 3 years. Not that Dan Quinn, right? It's a different one.
So you like bringing up old stuff?
Oh, my bad, Mike. Okay, you're right. First of all, Mike, I don't really have to pick a team because Skip Bayless gave me everybody else in the division other than the Cowboys.
Okay. So who should be favored?
Oh.
Simple.
Skip, I was going back and forth between the Giants and Washington. But considering how many guys are retiring from the Giants, it seems like every day a different player retires after no longer wants to put up with that bull jive of Joe Judge.
Previously, you picked the Giants.
I picked the Giants. But, and listening to he talks and all that running and all the stuff that he's punishing kids like they're in high school or junior high. That's the kind of stuff you did 30, 40 years ago. You don't do that kind of stuff now. I'm changing my pick. I'm going to the Washington football team. Now, I don't feel comfortable saying this because you know why. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a good quality quarterback. But the thing is now I have expectations from him. And you know what happens every time you have expectations of Ryan Fitzpatrick.
So you just disqualified your own pick.
But
They get you 4 to 6 games.
But here's the thing with the Cowboys, though, Skip. I saw 2 years ago, all you guys had to do was win 2 of your last 6 ball games. And you laid an egg. I watched you last year, right there in the palm of your hand, with all that talent. Skip, if you as talented as you believe you are, as talented as Jerry, as Stephen Jones, and our own Michael Vick, that shouldn't even have a difference. Because I saw Patrick Mahomes go down and saw backup guy come in and keep the ship rolling. So when you talented, Mike Vick, when you talented, when you got skilled players and your offensive line is set and you got a running game. I was in a situation. John Elway went down for a month. We ain't miss a beat.
Was my offensive line set last year?
Y'all getting old. I keep telling you that.
They're all hurt. They're all gone.
Okay, but you keep Skip that bit hurt.
The best 3 of my linemen were gone all year.
Okay, your center, who looked like he was on a Hall of Fame trajectory, he retired last year.
4.
Okay. Now, Tyron Smith, Skip, the last 2 to 3 years, Skip, we saw your other guy, your right tackle, Lyle Collins, coming off torn labrum in his hip. Zach Martin, them injuries are starting to come with greater regularity, and instead of him sucking it up and being able to go, he's starting to miss some time.
What if all three of those guys happen to stay healthy for 15 or 16 games?
We haven't seen that.
Okay.
When the last time we saw that happen?
Okay, what if it happens this time?
It ain't.
You are in huge
It ain't
trouble.
happening.
Well, it is happening. So, I think you know and I know they should be favored, and they're going to win this NFC East, and it is still the least.
They're not going to win this game.
Yep,
That's why we already put due on it before we even saw the schedule.
Thank you very much. The difference will be my defense this year, because guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, it can't get any worse than it was last year. Am I right?
No, it can't.
Who was your favorite defensive player in the draft?
Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons. What did I see in the Hall of Fame game in just two series? He flashed all over the screen for me. I said, that's my guy. Number 11. It's a weird number to be wearing on defense, but I'll take it. Number 11 is every time I looked up, 11 was in the middle of something else. You don't think Michael Parsons alone can make the defense better than it was last year? It was horrendous. It was historically bad last year, right?
Yes.
So Dan Quinn can't hurt it. He can only help it. Would you take Dan Quinn over Mike Nolan? Yes, you would. Because obviously he at least did it in Seattle, right?
Whoa. He got guys going to the Hall of Fame in Seattle.
Okay.
You know Bobby Wagner going to the Hall of Fame. You know B. Wags? Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Cliff Averill, Bennett. Which one of those guys? Who Bobby Wagner? Now, Michael Parsons might turn out, but I know what B. Wags is right now. Which one of y'all got? Sherman? Oh, Boss Man Fat. He Richard Sherman.
Boss Man Fat.
Okay, who's your Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor? Oh, Kazee and Neal?
Yeah.
Oh, they was with his team in Atlanta. You remember those guys in Atlanta? You know, Keanu O'Neal?
Yep.
And Kazee?
They had the worst pass defense in the history of pro football. Okay.
But y'all signed but you signed the D coordinator.
Okay. Well, he wasn't the D coordinator.
Faster, man.
Yes, he was.
Well, he wasn't. He was the head coach. Okay.
So that's not his defense.
So help me out. Who will have the best quarterback in the division? As Michael.
Y'all should. Y'all should.
Should or
but
will?
He hurt.
Okay. He's got some arm issue. I don't know what it is. He might even have a torn muscle in his arm.
Mike, well, how important is an arm? How important, Mike?
Come on,
how important is the right arm to a right-handed quarterback?
I mean, that's all he got.
Okay, then.
Hey, maybe he can go Michael Vick and throw left hand. I don't know. Maybe he's ambidextrous, armed. I don't know, right? Okay, maybe he is. So what have I told you all along? CeeDee Lamb is going to emerge as the man on this offense. He's going to be the difference maker, and they have now split him out to wide out where he belongs, taking him out of the slot, putting Michael Gallup in the slot. What have I told you all preseason about Ezekiel Elliott? At least he woke up. He got enlightened. He got a cook. He got a dietitian. He slimmed down. He
Popeyes didn't have
out.
cooks?
Well,
Popeyes had cook?
No, I guess that's what would happen, because he did have about 3 chins for a while.
He
and
looked good.
Now he's got 1 chin.
I will concede.
Okay.
He looks very good.
If it's possible at this age and stage for a running back to have a bounce back year, I believe he will have a bounce back year. And if the line can stay even remotely healthy, we got you. Because you're stuck with, who'd you just pick? Washington this time? I can't keep up with your picks. You picked Fitzmagic to beat the Cowboys.
That defense.
East.
You remember that defense on
very
Thanksgiving?
good.
What happened to you on Thanksgiving? Do you remember?
It's a quarterback's game, and I did not have my quarterback. Thank you.
Andy Dalton. Hold on. You loved Andy Dalton. Even Michael Vick. I remember when they signed Andy Dalton. Oh, Andy Dalton, he's a good, solid, quality backup.
Well, he was.
If something would have...
He'd made 4 Pro Bowls.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty good.
I like him with the Bears right now.
Yeah.
You like him with what
For certain
Bears?
reasons, but I like him with the Bears right now for certain reason to Justice Fields step in there. So, I mean, just to validate my point.
Okay. But if you can't block, you can't block. You know, he had no protection.
Tyron Smith had 2 back injuries in the last 3 years.
He has. What if he's healthy this year? They say he looks better than he's ever looked.
Really?
Right?
What they supposed to say? Man, he looked worn down. He looked decrepit. When the last time you heard a coach say that, Mike, about a guy coming off an injury? He looks worse than he did before he had the injury.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of agree with you, though, Shay. Like, this is a team that has to go out, show us, and prove to us that they can take over the NFC East, if that's what we calling it. Because
it is.
Those other teams I mentioned, even the football team, being a quarterback away, you never know what you're going to get from Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Solid defense.
He can win 8. He
McLaurin, nice receiver. Curtis Samuel, he did.
I love him.
Yeah.
But I love
Logan Thomas.
CeeDee Lamb's going to be the best receiver in this division.
Remember the running back, how he ran over y'all? He ran over y'all both games.
I like him. He's impressive.
And that defense. Whoo, Chase Young, them two Alabama boys.
You're going to bet the ranch on Ryan Fitzpatrick?
I'm betting the ranch against you. I got all the other teams. It doesn't matter. Even if the Washington football team does it and the Giants somehow stumble into it, I still win.
For a while, you were betting on Daniel Jones over Dak Prescott.
No, I wasn't betting on Daniel Jones. I was betting on their team and what they surrounded it with. I believe they still got the talent, but I just think they have the wrong guys head coach.
Okay, and I am, to Michael Vick's point, I'm not counting out Jay.